I started my freelance writing journey in 2014 and I began by doing a few courses on copywriting on Udemy. I remember my late mentor and an instructor in the course, Lynn Smith, was sharing stories how copywriters who are experienced can command 50 cents a word, $1 a word, or even upwards. And then he also talked a lot about a specific kind of assignments, white papers. White paper copywriting paid $3,000, $5,000 or upwards per piece. And this kind of idea always appealed to me. Working on fewer content pieces and just perfecting them, giving them your best and getting paid well for them. Obviously, if you're getting paid well, you get the motivation and security to work on every piece. Give it your best. So I organically gravitated towards a content format which was gaining steam back then, long form writing. Now, freelance writers typically charge by the word, and long form writing is all about research, all about substance, and you get more words on the page. More words on the page means a higher pay per piece. I began my long form writing journey back then, and today there are lots and lots of businesses that want to rank on the first page of Google. And one proven way to do it, long form writing. The content marketing landscape has grown so much that companies are willing to pay $1,000 upwards per article. As a beginner who wants to get paid $1,000 upwards per article, here are the specific steps I recommend. First, change your mindset. Writers today have huge opportunities in the content marketing industry. People are looking out for YouTube scripts, for podcast writers, for using specific software such as AI tools, leveraging them in the content marketing workflow and scaling content creation. For programmatic SEO, there are different kinds of writing needs for companies, but all of these require you to consistently grow your skill set. The landscape evolves so quickly, one internet ear might be equivalent to a dog ear. So you have to grow really fast. You have to be willing to learn new skills. You need a growth mindset. You may be wondering, what's the relation of growth mindset with getting paid more per post? See, the thing is, I hire writers all the time for my different content projects. I have hired freshers in full-time capacity. I have hired many freelancers that are inexperienced and freelancers that are experienced. What has stood out to me is more years of experience in the industry does not necessarily translate into a higher pay. There are writers I know who have 8 to 10 years of experience and I was willing to pay them $400 for a post. And later on, I said I'll only pay them $300 and they were fine with it. They were comfortable with both the pay rates and they didn't pay a lot of attention to the feedback that I provided on their writing. They were not hungry for improving themselves versus inexperienced writers. Even if I paid them $300 to $400 an article, they were willing to go the extra mile. They were willing to get on video calls and understand what I meant by a specific thing. They learned the things that I talked about in my feedback and they never repeated their mistakes. There's a difference between writers who are hungry and who want to improve and who take charge of their careers and people who are just comfortable with getting paid whatever the client is telling them is a fair rate. If you're unwilling to treat your freelance writing as a business, if you're unwilling to take charge and control your rates, nobody else is going to do that for you. So survey the industry, learn the sub skills that you lack, lean into feedback from editors and content managers, ask for it proactively, and grow your content skills. Unless you have shifted to a $1K per post mindset and accepted that you deserve it, all the other steps are meaningless. So first, do that. The next step, building top grade content marketing skills. I know a lot of journalists, digital marketers, they will learn about Facebook ads, Twitter ads, different kinds of digital marketing. They'll start a blog and they'll go in different directions. It's counterproductive to do that, at least initially, unless you're doing it in an exploratory manner to find out your interests. To command higher rates, you need to specialize in a specific skill set. To get paid $1,000 or upwards per post, it's mostly going to be SEO writing or long form writing, thought leadership content, or copywriting. Those are the highest paying skills and you need to specialize in them. These writing skills broadly require you to research on complex subject matter and write something that has a substantial value. You will need to create insightful content that has practical value for the reader and do it in a digestible manner. I've already talked about how you can do SEO writing in another video, so I recommend you to check that out. Specialized skills will also build a specialized portfolio. If you're creating long form content in the digital marketing industry, that will be something that you can be known for. And that can then translate into high paying long form SEO writing gigs for you. But at the same time, you need to have the adaptability to write on complex subjects. While I have a specialized portfolio in digital marketing, I have also written a lot about sales. My first few sales writing gigs were ghost written, but they paid me well. They were all on the back of my digital marketing long form writing portfolio. Another key aspect of building top grade content marketing skills: build your own content marketing mental models. This is something that I have seen content marketing agencies like animals do. They have positioned themselves as one of the best content marketing agencies in the world. They talk about the same old things, but they package it in a very unique way. And I've seen many top grade content marketers do the same thing. They create their own unique processes. They have unique terminologies for the same concepts that have been talked about a lot in the content marketing industry, but they talk about it creatively. They bring their own unique perspectives. Building your own templates, PDF files, sheets, and processes is an essential part of becoming a top grade content marketer and getting paid more. So once you start getting the hang of this industry, try and start thinking of it from first principles and building your own creative angle into your brand. The third step: work with the right kind of clients. If I'm a content marketing manager at a company and my budget is $5,000 per month, paying $1,000 for a content piece is huge. I'll want to spend it on other software, content promotion, link building, ads, and whatnot. The right kind of clients that will pay you $1,000 would be companies that have higher monthly budgets. A B2C industry blog or a magazine that's relying on ads is probably not going to be able to pay you that rate consistently, and you want a consistent long-term gig. So you want to approach enterprise and larger companies that see the value in content marketing that can sustain paying you that kind of money. You don't want solopreneurs, affiliate marketers, or the kind of businesses that don't have that kind of money to spend in the first place. So the best way to get such gigs is to work with enterprise level companies and build relationships with people at these companies, which we'll talk about in the next step. But just so you know, such gigs are rarely going to be advertised on job boards. The fourth step: build relationships. Relationships are key in content marketing. The people that trust you will be willing to pay you well. My first well-paying gig came from a referral. While the person I had built a relationship with was just a make money online blogger, they referred me to a professional company and they paid me really well. Even till date, referrals and relationships with people have proven to be the highest paying leads and clients for me. What do I mean by building relationships though? You can think about it in terms of networking, just going out and talking to people. But I also like to think of it in terms of just finding people that you genuinely like, that you want to hang out with, and you just want to add some value to their lives. In content marketing context, adding value could mean just giving them a backlink or a mention on social media, just remembering them whenever you have an example to share in an article or things of that sort. Occasionally, you may even want to catch up with them because, hey, you genuinely like them, you find them inspiring, you like the kind of work that they are doing. To find out such people in the first place, I guess you can look at their social media profiles, the kind of tweets they send out, the kind of posts that they have done on LinkedIn can talk a lot about their personality, and if you relate to it. If you find a lot of their insights helpful and you have used them personally, then it's just a great way to start a conversation with them. The fifth step: work on subjects that can drive leads higher than $1,000. What do I mean? Businesses want an ROI. They will invest $1,000 on your writing if they are sure they can make more from it in the long run. Well, for a recently funded startup that has money but no authority, And no brand, it could mean bottom of the funnel or middle of the funnel posts. It could mean comparing the startup's product with a top competitor that has search volume. So for example, if there's a new tool in the market that's gotten funding and it resembles HubSpot, you can write a versus comparison article pitting HubSpot against your brand. Maybe you can write an article on HubSpot alternatives and mention your brand at the top of that. You're piggybacking in this case on a competitor's search demand. Such subjects don't have a lot of competition and they can drive a lot of leads for your prospective client. You can also work on bottom of the funnel case studies or on product features, landing pages, and things of that kind. Then you can reach out to them and tell them that you can help them create such content pieces. If you're reaching out to established websites that already see a lot of traffic on their website, they have existing authority on their domains, then you can also attack top of the funnel pieces. For established website, writing on topics that have a lot of search demand but also a lot of competition could make sense since their domains can pull it off. They can rank for it in the first page within a few months, and their investment of $1,000 or upwards on your content piece is justified. Ultimately, you want to be aware of the leads that your content piece can drive for your prospective clients, and that's how you can be even more successful in your prospecting to clients or suggesting topics to your clients that will drive a higher ROI and enable them to pay you more. And the last step, build social proof. Why will somebody pay you $1,000 if you don't have any kind of credibility? You need testimonials from your previous clients. You need to drive results and maybe show case studies of the results that you have driven for your past clients. You need people that you have worked with in the past to speak for you, to stand up for you. It's as simple as that. The most convincing two-line email to a prospect could be how you can help them and prove that you have helped similar clients in the past. So just go out there and build your social proof. On the top of this, you can also consider starting a podcast or a newsletter. Here, I want you to dissect successful content marketing programs by brands. You can share your learnings with people on what's happening in the content marketing industry and maybe inspire brands. And most of all, have people remember you, stay in the top of their minds, so that whenever they need a content marketing writer to write for them, you will be the first one they'll approach. That's all you need to know about getting paid $1,000 or upwards per content piece. Are there any other aspects that are important to get paid $1,000 or upwards per content piece? Let me know in the comments box below.